Hi. Um, Not really sure exactly what I want to say, but I wanted to film myself talking a little bit in this interesting mood of just bathing in the moment, it feels like. And to be able, or the experience of bathing in the moment, in whatever that moment offers, whatever sensation or sense or experience or feeling, really only happens when there's permission. So when we move into permission, when we give ourselves permission to be here, to be experiencing whatever we're experiencing or feeling or desiring or identifying as, then we open up space that allows us, that is the permission, to be present. And it neutralizes the fear and inhibition and anxiety and sort of incomplete sensation that we might have otherwise if we haven't necessarily given our full self permission to be here. And I know a lot of this can be subconscious, unconscious stuff that's not necessarily present directly for us, but also the point of embodiment is to be able to to process and begin to access and uncover what like our somatic sensory like memory in our body is, and bring these things that our body feels, our body knows, they're holding and there's holding patterns in the body that have all this information, but there's a disconnection because of that like sort of unconsciousness or unconscious intel that's like in the brain but not directly in the brain. So that separation from the brain and the body. And for me, the thing that gets you back into the body is complete, total, utter permission. And probably approaching some of the least acceptable, most denied, what we might call evil, ugly, bad, shame-ridden, disgusting, horrible, awful aspects that are very well and alive in us, but denied, are perfect places. Probably extreme, maybe we have to start a little bit slower, but they're perfect places to start, because once that truth of the wholeness, like of perhaps an inherent evilness or like wrongness or predatory even aspect of yourself is welcomed in, honored even, allowed to be, a lot of things shift with that. It becomes this instrument, this body, this vehicle that we're in becomes a safe haven rather than an unsafe, like not fully allowed place. I think when we reject or when we hold these constrictions about our being, about ourself, and a rejection of some aspect of ourself, there's literally like not enough space in the body for everything, for our entirety to enter in, pass over this like system that perpetuates the separation and the rejection and the disengagement. You pass that system, those fixated beliefs, by opening up and completely allowing them in to be what they are, and for that to be just, like we can be so easily manipulated by these emotional charges, and like the warfare and the division and the hatred, like the stigma about the hatred and how horrible it is to be hateful and to not trust another person's opinion and get angry and all worked up and like not here's all this conflict because we can't accept like a different thing because our safety and our identity revolves around half-truths of a half unwelcomed dynamic or system that we sort of believe in, but we probably haven't necessarily broken down logically and clearly and questioned why we do. With the body, not necessarily through the computer of the mind. It's integrated with the body, kind of somatic process. And putting these together is a way to almost bring that like resistance and safety back in, kind of relax that the nervous system that's just like constantly spinning through this like brain system, move into the body, and then process the part of you that you reject that keeps you out of the body. Yeah. Permission is really like what we really need right now. Full, utter, complete, total permission. And it's a primarily internal process. Everything changes with that, but it's about you. Totally, completely about you.